that building was the building that launched our council. We were established in 1969 by the people who were then doing the architectural equivalent of walking on the moon. And it's an apt description, because in the late 60s we were walking on the moon, and we were doing the same thing in architecture here in Chicago by designing and building projects like Hancock and Sears. And that's why our organization was formed. Here's the thing, Chicago has established itself as one of the best cities in the world. It doesn't have to do what Burj Khalifa and Taipei and Kuala Lumpur are doing, which is building a skyline and building the world's tallest to establish itself. Chicago achieved that. I don't think Chicago is any lessened by this decision.
So I think at the Willis Tower, you will have a view that's unprecedented in its beauty and its landscape and its capacity to capture something you can't do from an antenna.
The Willis Tower is Chicago. Chicago is, it's my home.
Yeah.
I've been in New York. I've been to the East Coast, and really New York reminds me of just a really big Chicago.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So
the antennae on top of Sears has become an important part of the iconography of that building. But it's up to the owner and the developer to make a case for Aspire if they believe it's Aspire, and permanence if they believe it's permanence. It's that element of permanence. If there's no permanence, it doesn't count.
I just saw the decision, and I would just say this to all the experts they gathered in one room. If it looks like an antenna, acts like an antenna, then guess what? It is an antenna.
I love Chicago. I mean, it's definitely taller than any building in LA, so, I mean, I like Chicago. It wouldn't change my opinion or anything of it.
There's nothing to stop Willis Tower reapplying and saying that their antennae is now a permanent feature on the building. If they can put a case for that, then the council would consider it.
I think once you get to a certain height, it doesn't matter. I think it's more for like bragging rights than the actual logistics of it.
Yeah. But
I mean, whatever. It's still America, right?
I still would rather the Willis Tower be named the Sears Tower. You know what I'm saying? Just because I grew up with it. But
yeah.
at the same time, this is mine.
Yeah.
That's theirs.
Yeah.